6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Finance Minister has underscored the need for further deepening Pakistan-China relations in economic, trade and financial sectors. Army Chief, who is in Beijing, will hold discussions with Chinese leadership on enhancing bilateral military relations. Foreign Minister says Pakistan is in contact with friendly countries, especially Saudi Arabia, for safe evacuation of Pakistanis from Sudan. A ceasefire in Sudan is intact despite reports of isolated gunfire and shelling. Death toll in Swat's two bomb blasts has risen to 17. Director General Inter-Services Public Relations says Pakistan's armed forces are fully prepared to respond to any provocation from India. All-Party Hurriyat Conference has urged the United Nations, European Union and rest of the world to hold India accountable for its war crimes in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar has commended China's support for Pakistan and underscored the need for further deepening bilateral relations in economic, trade and financial sectors. He was talking to Charity Affairs of China, Peng Chen-shui, who called on him in Islamabad today. Ms. Peng Chen-shui praised close and shared friendly relations between the two countries and assured the Finance Minister of continuous support of Chinese government to the people of Pakistan. The two sides discussed bilateral relations between the two countries and avenues to enhance existing cooperation in multiple fields. The Finance Minister thanked Peng Chen-shui for support and cooperation of Chinese leadership to Pakistan. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar has asked the FBR to enhance its efforts to achieve the true tax potential of the country. He made the remarks while chairing a meeting in Islamabad to review the performance of FBR. Ishaq Dar extended his full support to FBR in performance of its duties for revenue collection. Chief of the Army Staff General Syed Asim Munir is in China on a 4-day official visit. According to Inter-Services Public Relations, during the visit, the Army Chief will hold discussions with Chinese leadership on enhancing bilateral military relations. Minister for Religious Affairs Senator Talha Mahmood has said that Pakistani pilgrims will be provided accommodation close to Masjid-e-Nabwi during Hajj. He was talking to representative of Road to Makkah project Muhammad bin Abdullah Rahman al-Bawaji in Medina. The federal minister said that arrangements for accommodation of meal of pilgrims in Medina will soon be finalized. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said Pakistan remains engaged with the friendly countries in the region, especially with Saudi Arabia, for safe evacuation of Pakistanis from Sudan. In a statement today, he said, Ministry of Foreign Affairs is leading the operation to rescue Pakistanis in Sudan. He said another convoy carrying 211 Pakistanis dispatched from Khartoum has arrived in Port Sudan, bringing the total number of evacuated Pakistanis to 700. A ceasefire in Sudan seems to be holding despite reports of sporadic gunfire and shelling. It is the fourth effort to stop the fighting, which began on 15th of this month. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that 72-hour truce had been agreed between the army and the paramilitary troops after 48 hours of negotiations. At least 459 people have died in the conflict so far. Saudi Arabia has evacuated 199 more people from the war-torn Sudan through ship. The evacuees include the nationals from Saudi Arabia, United States of America, United Kingdom, Sweden, Italy, Qatar, Syria, the Netherlands, Iraq, Turkey, Tanzania, Lebanon and Libya. The death toll in two bomb blasts at CTD police station in Kabul area of district Swat has risen to 17. Rescue and research operation is still underway in the police station to recover people stuck under the debris. Several seriously injured people have been shifted to Burn Center Peshawar for medical treatment. Meanwhile, namaz-e-janaza of 9 martyred police personnel has been offered at police lines in Kabul, Swat. This is Radio Pakistan. President Arif Alvi has felicitated Muhammad Shahabuddin on assuming office as the 22nd President of Bangladesh. In a tweet today, he expressed the confidence that the relations between Pakistan and Bangladesh would be strengthened during his tenure. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has congratulated President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan on the successful maiden flight, a light combat aircraft named Harjet. On his Twitter handle, the Prime Minister, responding to a tweet of President Erdogan, said it was undoubtedly a huge achievement for Turkey and Turkish defense industries. The armed forces of Pakistan are fully prepared to respond to any kind of provocation from India and are resolute to respond to any aggressive designs of the enemy. This was stated by Director General, Inter-Services Public Relations, Major General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry while addressing a news conference in Rawalpindi this afternoon. He said India has committed 56 ceasefire violations since January this year, and during these infringements, Pakistan shot down 6 spy quadcopters of India. He said India is involved in spreading false and unfounded propaganda of infiltration and technical air violations against Pakistan to achieve a particular political agenda of the rulers of New Delhi. The Director General said Pakistan always cooperated with the UN Military Observer Group in India and Pakistan and arranged a number of visits of the UNMOGIP, International Media, and Secretary General of the OIC to the line of control. Punjab Governor Muhammad Balighur Rahman says remittances sent by overseas Pakistanis are playing a valuable contribution in strengthening economy. Talking to a PMLN delegation in Lahore today, he said economic condition of the country is improving under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. Consul General of United Arab Emirates Bakhit Atiq Al-Rumaiti called on the Chief Minister of Sindh, Syed Murad Ali Shah, in Karachi. They discussed bilateral relations, including rehabilitation of the flood effectees. Chief Minister said the provision of funds for the construction of flood-stricken houses had been started. He thanked UAE for his cooperation in the rehabilitation process of the flood effectees. Pakistan has stressed upon effective multilateralism to address the current and emerging threats to international peace and security. During UN Security Council's open debate on maintenance of international peace and security, Pakistan's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Munir Akram, said multilateralism must be comprehensive, inclusive, and equitable. Alluding to a situation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Munir Akram said it is a prime illustration of derogation from the UN Charter and Security Council resolutions. The ambassador said that situation in occupied Palestine is same as IIOJK. Incarcerated senior leader of All Parties Hurriyat Conference, Shabir Ahmad Shah, has urged upon the United Nations, European Union, and rest of the world to hold India accountable for being involved in war crimes in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Shabir Ahmad Shah, in a message from New Delhi's Tihar jail, termed the G20 meeting scheduled in Srinagar in last week of next month as a decoy to play normalcy mantra by India in the UN-recognized disputed territory. Meanwhile, posters have once again appeared in parts of Kashmir Valley calling on the G20 countries to boycott the Global Forum's meeting in Srinagar. United States President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have officially launched their campaign for re-election in 2024. The announcement came in a video today, and both have now filed their campaign paperwork with the Federal Election Commission. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunderstorm is likely in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir, and adjoining hilly areas. However, chances of heavy rainfall in upper district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.